Hello all, welcome to part 5 of relative XPath expressions. As part of this session, I am going to show you how to use pipe operator and OR operator in relative XPath expressions. So let's get started. By solving these two challenges that I have mentioned here, you will be able to understand how to use these operators in relative XPath expressions. So let's get started with the first challenge. Write a single XPath expression for locating a textarea field and a text box field. That means I need to write a single relative XPath expression, and that single relative XPath expression should be able to locate a textarea field. Along with that, it should also locate another element on the web page, that is text box field in this example challenge. So let me demonstrate how to do this. For that, I'll open the browser, take you to this sample application page, that is omayo.blogspot.com. Once you are taken to this page, here we have a text area field and here we have a text box field. Now I need to write a single relative XPath expression, and that single relative XPath expression should locate not only the text area field, along with that it should also locate the text box field. So let's do it. For that, I'll right click on this text area field first and inspect. Then I'll get the HTML code of this text area field. Now I'll click on this double arrow and say selector sub. Now here I'm going to write the relative XPath expression which can locate the text area field first. Okay, I'll go step by step. First I'll create a relative XPath expression which can locate the text area field. Then I'm going to write create the relative XPath expression which can locate the text box field, and later I'll explain how to write the single relative XPath expression using which both these fields can be located together. Okay, so for that I'll just come here. First, a text area field, right? I'll inspect this text area field and this is HTML code. By looking at the HTML code, here I'm going to write the relative XPath expression. That is // what is the tag name? Text area. Okay. Then if I press enter, two elements are coming. So how to filter these two text area fields into this locating the first text area field? For that, I'll take the ID attribute and its value. So square bracket ID I'll take is equal to, what was the value? TA1. Press enter. This relative XPath expression is only locating the text area field, but not the text box field. So copy this relative XPath expression which is locating the text area field here. So text area field. What is the relative XPath? This is a relative XPath expression for locating the text area field on the web page. Now I'm going to write another relative XPath expression which can locate this text box field. For that, I'll select this text box field and right click here and select inspect. The HTML code of this text box field comes here. Now by looking at the HTML code of this text box field, I'm going to write a relative XPath expression. // tag name is input. Tag name is input. I'll copy paste here. And if I press enter, a lot of elements are coming. So I need to add attribute names and values, right? So to filter it out. So here I will be using this name attribute and its value. In this example, name is equal to Q. Press enter. Here only one element is matching, that is nothing but the text box field. So this relative XPath expression is actually locating the text box field. Now copy this relative XPath expression which is locating this text box field and paste it here. Now this relative XPath expression which I have created earlier was locating the text area field, and this XPath expression, that is relative XPath expression, is locating the text box field. But as per the requirement or challenge that is mentioned here, okay, this first challenge that is mentioned here, we need to create a single relative XPath expression which can locate both the text area field and text box field together. Okay, so what I will do here is I'll copy this first XPath expression. Okay, and here I'll place a pipe operator symbol. This is what is a pipe. Standing line is nothing but the pipe operator. On the left side, I have provided one. On the left side of this pipe operator, I have provided one relative XPath expression which is locating the text area field. And on the right side of this pipe operator, I'll provide the another XPath expression which can locate the text box field. Now this together becomes a single relative XPath expression. I combined this relative XPath expression and this related XPath expression by separating it with, okay, by combining that with a single operator, that is pipe operator. Now this becomes a single relative XPath expression. So using this pipe operator, if I combine multiple XPath expressions, this will become a single XPath expression, and this single XPath expression is going to locate not only the text area field but also the text box field also. Okay, this one and this one both will be located. So copy this come back here and paste that in the, okay, just paste that in the selector subtext box field. So now press enter. How many elements are getting located? Two elements. But here only one relative XPath expression is there, but it is locating two elements on the web page. One of the element is a text area field and another element is a text box field. Okay, fine. So this is how we can use pipe operator. Okay, with the help of the pipe operator, I was able to create a single relative XPath expression which can locate two different fields on the web page. That is, one is text area field, other one is a text box field. So let me write that relative XPath expression here. So what was the XPath expression, guys? Let me either copy paste otherwise. Let me copy paste this otherwise. Just paste it. So this is the relative XPath expression using which we are able to locate both text area field and text box field together in a single relative XPath expression. Now let's try to solve the next challenge, guys. Okay, let's try to solve the next challenge. So here some, okay, I'll say Control Z and paste it again. Okay, now this is good. Okay. Now let's solve the next challenge or second challenge. Okay. Again, we need to write a single XPath expression. That means we have to write a single relative XPath expression for locating two different hyperlinks on the web page. This time we need to write a single relative XPath expression which can locate two different hyperlinks on the web page. So I'll go to the same website page. I'll refresh it once. Okay. Now here I would like to select two hyperlinks. Okay. What are the two hyperlinks I want to locate using a single relative XPath expression? Let me show you here. Okay. So as you can clearly see, I'll remove this previous relative XPath expression from here. So I would like to select this as a one hyperlink and this as another hyperlink. This is a different hyperlink and this is a different hyperlink. Okay. Now I need to write a single relative XPath expression which can locate this hyperlink. Along with that, it should locate this hyperlink also. But to get started or to go step by step, first I'll create a relative XPath expression for locating only this hyperlink. Then I'll create another relative XPath expression for locating this hyperlink. Okay. So that's the process. I'll inspect this hyperlink, first hyperlink, and this is HTML code. By looking at this HTML code, I'm going to write a relative XPath expression /a, and here ID attribute value is there. Square bracket @ID is equal to, in single quotes, give that value. What is the value? Selenium 143 is a value. Paste that in between the single quotes and press enter. So this is a relative XPath expression which is locating this first hyperlink. Okay, copy this and come back here and yeah. Now I'm going to paste here. Okay, first hyperlink. This is a relative XPath expression for locating the first hyperlink. Now I need to create another relative XPath expression for locating the second hyperlink. What is the second hyperlink? In this example, I would like to take this as a second hyperlink in this example. Okay. So I'll right click inspect this second hyperlink and this is HTML code of this second hyperlink that I want to create the relative XPath expression for. /, what is the tag name? A, and what is the attribute and value? ID and link 1. Okay. So square bracket @ID is equal to, in single quotes, I'll say link 1 and press enter. Now this relative XPath expression is locating the second hyperlink, okay, which is a different hyperlink on the same web page. Now copy this relative XPath expression which is locating this hyperlink. Done. Now this XPath expression is locating the first hyperlink and this XPath expression is locating the second hyperlink. But as per the challenge given here, we need to create or write only a single relative XPath expression, and that single relative XPath expression should be able to locate these two hyperlinks at a time. Okay, on a go. So how to do that? As usual, right? I already covered, right? In the earlier example also I covered, okay? I need to merge this two relative XPath expression and with this, which symbol? Pipe operator. Then it becomes a single relative XPath expression. Same thing here also is, okay? Same thing here also. What I will do? I'll take the first relative XPath expression, paste it, and I'll keep this relative XPath expression on the left side of the pipe symbol. And on the right side of the pipe symbol, I'll take the another relative XPath expression which can locate the other hyperlink. Now, these two XPath expressions got merged into single relative XPath expression. Now this has become the single relative XPath expression. Now copy this kind of relative XPath expression here, go back and clear this and paste here. Now press enter. Now two elements are getting located using the single relative XPath expression. Okay, this XPath expression which is single is locating two elements, which is this hyperlink and the other hyperlink. So two different hyperlinks are getting located by using a single XPath expression that we have achieved using which operator? Pipe operator. But here comes one thing, that is I can also use another operator here, that is OR operator. Okay, I can either write like this is one way. Okay, this is one way I can solve this problem of writing a single relative XPath expression for locating two different hyperlinks. And there's one more way also, guys. What is that other way? By using the other operator. Apart from the pipe operator, we have OR operator. How to use OR operator, I'll tell you. So here, on the left side, in the left side XPath expression, which tag name is there? A tag is there, anchor tag is there. And on the right side XPath expression, which tag name is there? Anchor tag. Are they same or different? Left side XPath expression also have the anchor tag. Right side XPath expression of the pipe operator also have the anchor tag. In such kind of situation, if both the sides of the XPath expressions of the pipe operator have the same tag, then in that case we can use the OR operator. How? I'll tell you. So here write double forward slash A. Only put one square bracket. You don't have to put two square brackets like this. Only put one square bracket and take this first value, first attribute name and value. Copy that and paste it here. Now give us gap and copy the second attribute name and value like this and paste it. Okay. And in between that you write OR operator. That's it. Okay. When you use a pipe operator on the left side of the pipe operator, whatever the XPath expression is there, if it has the same tag name as a right side XPath expression of the pipe operator, then we can convert this like this. Okay. We can write like this, guys. These two attribute names and values we can put inside a single square bracket separated by OR operator. Okay. So which is similar to this one, guys. Okay. So when both the sides XPath expressions of the pipe operator have the same tag, we can convert the pipe operator to use the OR operator, and this is the best approach. Okay. We should not be using the pipe operator. This is more optimized or better way of writing the relative XPath expression, guys. Okay. Now copy this relative XPath expression, go back here and remove and paste it here and press enter. You see, still it is locating two elements with the help of OR operator also, which optimized XPath expression. We are able to locate both the hyperlinks on the website page. Okay. So this is a way to solve this problem. But can I use the OR operator in the first challenge? Is it possible to use the OR operator in the first challenge? If you clearly observe the first single relative XPath expression, which is combined by using the pipe operator. On the left side of the pipe operator, we have the textarea tag name, and on the right side of the pipe operator having XPath expression as the input tag, which both are different. So can I convert this pipe operator into the OR operator in that first challenge? The answer is no. But in the second challenge, since both the sides of the pipe operator XPath expressions have the same tag, we can convert this pipe operator into this OR operator. But in the first challenge, we cannot convert this kind of thing into the OR operator. Okay, we have to still use the pipe operator only in the first challenge. But in second challenge, we can either use pipe operator, and the best way of using is OR operator. In place of the pipe, you use the OR operator. Okay, which is the best approach of writing the single relative XPath expression for locating elements having the same tags. Okay, two different elements having the same tags on the web page. But if you are trying to locate two different elements on the same web page, but those two web elements have different tags, then you cannot use the OR operator. You have to use only the pipe operator. But if they have the same tags, we can either use pipe operator or OR operator. But the best approach is OR operator in this case. So that's all for this session. See you in the next session. Thank you. Bye bye.